You're setting the time?
Yep. So to adjust the time, you just, so this is what you'll normally see as the time of day currently that it is. If the time is off or wrong, you just push set clock once, and the hours flash, and then you push set clock again for the minutes flash, and you can adjust those up or down. Just make sure you're properly on AM or PM.
Okay.
If it's not on the right time that you see, so if it's off, it'll regenerate at the wrong time.
Okay.
The system still works even if the time is wrong. So your diagnostics, you just simply push up and down at the same time, hold them for about 5 seconds. And this will basically tell you, the first screen says regen day, so what that means is it's 0 days since its last regeneration, which means that it regenerated last night. You push next. Regen gallons, so you've used 34 gallons since your last regeneration. Okay? When you push next, you get into a 7-day cycle. So A0 is the first of the 7-day cycle.
Okay.
And you can push up or down to see that 7-day cycle. So A1, 98, A2, 116, A3, 122. So what this is telling us is how many gallons per day on average you're using over a 100-day period. 100-day cycle.
Is that on par for a 3 to 4?
Absolutely, yeah. It's right on track, yeah. Those numbers are right. There's a low day, whatever that day is. I don't know.
Yeah, way or something like that, yeah.
And it's just taking averages. So your 61 is your low day, your high day is 122. So I mean that's pretty good for averages.
Okay.
And this gives you. There's nothing irregular about those numbers. If we saw a number that was like 350 or 500, we would know that something was going on.
Or a leak or something like that, yeah. How do you get out of the...
So push next to get to the next screen.
Okay.
This is a 99-day cycle of your usage. So if you want to know 10 days ago what your water usage is, you just go to 10. And again, it gives you every single day, 57, 103. Day 10, so 10 days ago you had 106 gallons of usage. You can go through and see exactly how much you're using on a daily basis.
99 days, okay.
Again, seeing these numbers, very, very average, very good.
Yeah.
There's no irregularities or any inconsistencies that I'd have issues with. This does tell me, though, if you have a leak, or if there's a certain day where you use a ton of water. Currently, there's 0 gallons per minute flashing, so 0.0, so there's no water. If I turn the water on, it'll tell me what the flow rate is currently.
Okay.
Maximum flow rate ever in the property is 4.5 gallons per minute. Okay, not a huge number, but I mean it's reasonable for 1-2 taps kind of thing.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll see up to 7-10 gallons per minute. It depends on how much the pump can service. So the flow rate coming from the pump. You have a 1/2-inch copper line coming from your pressure tank there.
Yep.
1/2-inch line is only going to service a certain amount. The way to increase that flow rate, if the pump can handle it, is to go to a higher line, a bigger line.
Okay.
So like a 3/4 line like this.
Okay.
You might be able to get 6-7 gallons per minute. Next, you have a 91,000 gallons go through this system. So it's 91 and then times 1,000, so 91,000 gallons total through the system. And next is you have had 700. It's been installed for 776 days, so almost 2 years, I guess.
Yep.
It's had 119 regenerations. So of those 776 days it's been installed for, it's had 120 regenerations. Pretty good. So one every 5 to 7 days, right?
Yep, makes sense.
Which is averages. So.
Okay.